Hey everyone, this is Sarah with sewingpartsonline.com. Today I'm going to show you how to install and use a welting foot. Welting foot is really great for making your own piping to make any of your home deck projects look a little bit more unique. So this is the welting foot. It's basically what you're going to use to kind of make your own piping, especially in like home deck projects. So this is a 1/8 of an inch welting foot, as you can see right here from the groove at the bottom. Right here on the top, this little hole is where your needle goes through. Make sure when you install this and you get ready to sew that your needle does line up with this hole, or else the needle is going to break. It's going to be kind of scary. This right here is where you guide the cording through, and this is where your needle screws in so it can attach right there. So let's go ahead and install it. So you want to take off the foot that you already have on with the shank included. Because this foot is so, clunky, it's kind of a little bit tricky to install it, but just kind of lift it up as much as you can. I'd have to unscrew this a lot, and there we go. And use your little screwdriver to give it a little extra turn. And there you go, that's all there is to it. So here, when we're preparing to make our own piping, we have a strip of fabric that we cut out. You can either cut it on the bias or on the grain. On the bias is better if you're going to be going around any round edges. Benefit of cutting it on the grain is it's just the fabric's just a little easier to manage. So all we do is we put our cording in between, and this is 1/8 of an inch cording. They do have it in measurements like that to fit your welting foot in the home deck department. So all you're going to do is roll it over like this and pin it down. Eventually you could probably be able to eye it enough to where you don't even have to pin it down, and you don't have to have this much excess fabric. It's just the length that I cut it at. You want at least, like 1 inch hanging over. And so you're just going to pin it up along the cording. You don't have to worry about it being too terribly snug. You don't have to you don't have to play with it that much. It's just going to go right underneath the foot, and the foot's going to do all the work for you. So now that we have our welting foot installed and we have our piping wrapped, we're ready to start. So I'm just going to put this underneath the foot. You can see I have a little bit of this sticking out. I'll show you how it's going to go under like this. And make sure everything's nice and lined up, and you can feel that foot over the piping in here. So here we go. So you can see right here that the thread is right along the edge. It makes a perfect, nice and clean piping to go into any of your projects. To purchase your welting foot, visit us on sewingpartsonline.com or check us out on Facebook at Facebook/sewingpartsonline.